In a shocking revelation, it has come to light that the deliberate targeting of hospitals, medical staff, and ambulances has become a disturbing warfare tactic in various conflict zones around the world. Currently, this tactic is being deployed in Gaza, adding to the already tragic human cost of the ongoing conflict. This insidious approach to warfare was heavily used in Syria and Ukraine, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. Attacking medical facilities is not an isolated event but a calculated part of military strategies. The most recent example of this strategy can be seen in Gaza, where hospitals are intentionally targeted as a part of Israel's military operations. The consequences are devastating, as medical facilities that provide a vital lifeline to civilians, particularly the sick and injured, are damaged or destroyed. When hospitals and medical facilities are compromised, civilians are left without access to the life-saving care they desperately need. This leads to an increase in preventable deaths and forces civilians to take enormous risks, such as traveling under threat to reach medical assistance in other locations. What makes this tactic even more disturbing is that in times of war, civilians often choose to remain in areas where they can have close access to hospitals and medical facilities in case of an emergency. Targeting these facilities, therefore, is an attempt to terrorize civilians, leaving them with no option but to flee their homes in search of safety. Under the laws of war, hospitals and medical facilities are granted special protection. They only lose this protection if they are being used outside their humanitarian function to commit acts harmful to the enemy, such as storing weapons. Even in such cases, the legal possibility of attacking these hospitals is limited, especially when they serve as shelters for thousands of civilians. These actions raise significant concerns about the violations of international humanitarian law. They call into question the protection of civilians in times of conflict and the very essence of humanitarian values. As the world watches these events unfold, there is a growing urgency to address and condemn these reprehensible tactics of warfare. The international community must come together to protect the sanctity of medical facilities and the lives of civilians who rely on them for survival. This alarming trend reminds us of the vital need to uphold the principles of humanity in the midst of conflict, to ensure that hospitals, medical staff, and ambulances continue to serve as beacons of hope and healing for those in need. Thank you for joining us in this important discussion on the grave issue of targeting hospitals and medical facilities in times of war. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. Thanks. Please follow us on TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook for more and latest updates. See you.